What's up guys, it's Shuichi here and this is going to be my list on the 4 best perks to get in Call of Duty Zombies. Before we start, there are 3 stipulations I have in place for this list. Stipulation number 1 is of course that Black Ops 4 and Cold War are not allowed due to the perk changes each of the games underwent. Stipulation number 2 is going to be that custom perks from Black Ops 3 are not allowed. And this last one may be controversial, but for stipulation number 3, Juggernog is not allowed. When I was thinking about it, I always found it silly that people would put Juggernog on a list. And you know, it would make sense because it's a perk. But when you truly think about it, you never run a game of zombies without getting Juggernog. So I kind of found it pointless to make another perk list with just Juggernog on top when it's more of a necessity like getting the shield on Origins. This may seem weird, but in 4th spot, I have Double Tap 2.0. Which is kind of weird considering I put 1.0 in the 4th worst spot, you know? While Double Tap 1.0 can be seen as an ammo waster because it only increases your rate of fire, Double Tap 2.0 actually compensates for it by increasing the amount of bullets shot as well, giving that little extra boost that you need in the higher rounds. If I was going for a high round, I would equip this just because of the amount of damage it can perform. But just as a disclaimer, I am an Easter egg person and I do not go for high rounds, so I can't really speak on that. Regardless, it's still a great perk and I'd recommend getting it anyways. What am I, a salesperson? They don't need double tap sold to them. Following double tap up, we have PhD Flopper. What makes this perk so great is that it's fun, it's entertaining. This is what you want when you play zombies, something that brings a new level of excitement whenever you play. I mean, how many times are you gonna dive off that ledge on Ascension and go I remember when that perk first came out, me and my friends would always take turns. We'd just go in a line diving off that ledge while somebody distracted the zombies by training down there. On a more serious note, when you run out of ammo, it's great because it clears the zombies, as long as you have a ledge high enough to jump off of. Besides clearing zombies by jumping, it also helped with the blast radius of the ray gun and other rocket launchers, as well as letting grenades go off in your hands without repercussions. You know, it's funny, I didn't really think I'd talk too much about PhD when I first started making this list, but then I realized how much I miss using that perk. Some of my friends never even got to experience the perk because they didn't own Black Ops, so whenever they got Black Ops 2, I went straight to Mob of the Dead's Grief mode and showed them this perk, and they had so much fun with it. Anyways, it's both fun and practical, that's why I put it at number 3 on this list. Some of y'all might be thinking, whoa, why isn't it number tier 1 then? But I wasn't gonna let nostalgia shadow the fact that it's an okay perk. It's not the best there is. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, may not have been the best idea, because once I tell you guys what I put for 2nd and 1st place, you're gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, 2nd place we got Speed Cola. While this perk only has one use, I find that this perk saves me all the time from danger. And we can't forget to take into consideration that most people use LMGs in zombies, whether it be the Browning from World at War or the Dingo from Black Ops 3. But I have found it the most useful when I'm using it paired with the staffs on Black Ops 2's Origins. Give me Speed Cola with the fire staff and I'll be set for the rest of the game. That's a lie, because I'm gonna need stamina up on that map as well, but it's not about stamina up, it's about Speed Cola. I'm gonna end this with a shocker and actually say that Vulture Aid is the top perk in my opinion. Think about it, this perk has 4 different uses, one of which I could do without, but the other 3 are really useful. For starters, if you don't have any money in the bank or don't plan to use the money that you have in the bank, killing a zombie has the chance to produce blood money little droplets on the ground. Second, but most importantly, zombies have the chance of dropping little bits of ammo at a time every time you kill them, and it doesn't even need to be for the weapon that you killed them with. It may not seem like much when you're only getting like 2 to 6 bullets at a time, but it builds up really quick when you're using weapons like the hammer. Third, but just as important, some zombies will have a green mist around them that you can step inside of once killed, and you will become undetectable for about 2 to 3 seconds. Not only that, once you leave the mist, you still have around 2 to 3 seconds before you're detectable again. That is, as long as you stay inside the mist long enough for it to be attached to you. Lastly, this perk lets you see the location of multiple things across the map. Personally, I don't like this feature of the perk because I usually know where most things are around buried, except for the chalk pies that some people draw at random places. But other than that, it's a really good perk. Despite it only being on one map, I'm still gonna say it's probably the best perk out there. Next time you play buried, you should give it a try. That will end it for today's video, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If there's any type of videos you want to see, such as more best or worst opinions, make sure to leave it in the comments and I will try to get back to you. Anyways, don't die.
Let's dance. You're all about to get
It didn't work. It's made in China. These are less complicated than for messes up.
Zombies have no respect for personal
You know.
space.
It's whatever's easy for you, but I just found it more easy to record like an hour-long video and then edit it out.